When I'm with you, I feel I'm floating. You make me touch the ceiling. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. Can't deny I'm catching feelings. You give my life more meaning. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. Ignite my fire. Ooh la la.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video it'll be a new segment in which I call Money Talks, Beauty Walks. And today we have the lovely Juicy, who is a makeup artist and the brand owner of Juiseakisses. Juicy, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, I'm doing great. Of course, this entire thing is about highlighting small business entrepreneurs as well as beauty and fashion influencers from the Caribbean, specifically Dominica. And of course, you had to be the first on the list because, let's just say it, your artistry is amazing. The makeup is bomb, and the lip gloss, let me just say, let's plug it in right now. It's juicy, and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I actually like the segment, like I was telling you. I like the whole authentication of it, so that's perfect, and I'm happy to be the first to be starting it on. So hopefully you guys enjoy whatever it is I have to say, and you take it away from me.
That is awesome. So first of all, what got you interested or passionate about makeup?
Okay, going to be very frank and straightforward. I was never into makeup at all. From a child, I was always dry. What I like is always my mother would put a little powder on your face. Like even when I'd get scars on my face, she'd be like, "Come and put a little powder." I just wasn't interested in it at all. As I started getting older, though, I started to realize that my main source of income, not only was it not enough, but I started to learn that it was important to have a second source of income. Apart from that, very short, I worked at a hospital and we had a hurricane. I got a really hefty check, so I decided to go to Sephora randomly because I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, not because I was interested in applying it, just because I like to see it. It may sound weird, but that's exactly how I thought about it. Went to Sephora, got really high-end stuff that I could have gotten at CVS or Walgreens, but I didn't know better. And I just started practicing, like on my free time, because I had already worked all I could work for the month. So I had a lot of free time left. And it was just a lot of practicing, and I started to like how I was doing it. And then I posted Snap, and people would hype me up. They had to show you this picture. It's like, whoa, you like why a lot. But okay. And then I just started to get a liking for it. So naturally, as human beings, once people start hyping you up over something, it gives you more confidence in what you do. So a lot of it was a little bit of that and a little bit of me starting to enjoy it, and then people started asking me to do it on them, and I started practicing. And I didn't start charging for makeup. I've been doing makeup since 2017. I didn't start charging till the carnival, and I did it was 2019 or 18, like the ending of
the other day.
So it wasn't about money for me. Yes, I said earlier that it was good to have a source of income, but in the back of my mind, my source of income was doing this. You know, I didn't know for sure that it was going to be lips, but it was something. It was in my head. I just didn't have a name for what I wanted to do. So as far as makeup goes, that's how I started. It wasn't nobody specific that inspired me to do it. It wasn't something I love doing. No, it was just one of those things where practice makes perfect. So
I do agree with that. Sometimes you have to inspire your own self. I know there's so many people out here doing makeup and everything else, but once you focus on yourself, I think that's like the biggest motivation factor. It's like focus on you, everybody else, mind the business. But your name, so many times, I must admit, in the past, I have butchered the name. I start to say Juicia, and then so someone told me it's Juicy. So where did you get that name from?
Okay, in nursing school, I had to act out a very unprofessional And I came out and I was like, hi, my name is Miss Juiseakisses. I'm gonna be a nurse today. And from since then, that name stuck with me. Everybody in the class, down to my instructors, were calling me Juicy Bot. When I left, I'm like, I would hear them on the road if they saw me in town, like you're coming down on the because it just seemed very provocative to me, but normal to them. And I can hang on to the name, but I want to make it unique, and I'm gonna drop the top because, like, come on, guys, we're getting older. This is just too much. So that was the mental as far as this name goes. My name is Chelsea, which is S-E-A, and Juicy is C-Y. So I just dropped the C-Y and I added S-E-A and made it me. So that's where like Juicy came on.
Okay, because that name, it really, and it speaks so much to your lip line because you want your lips to be plump and juicy. That is some of the things that people typically say. Yeah. So it's so funny how it just flow into your brand. You're still this without you even knowing.
Exactly. And as far as the brand goes, I was actually looking through a notebook night before, and I had a list of all the things I wanted to do for my business, and it was just like a scrapbook. So it was telling me my ingredients that I wanted in there, and I had 3 different names. I don't remember it. I wish I had it here with me right now. But that's how I narrowed down to Juiseakisses. I remember asking opinions as well, and they're like, "Oh, Juiseakisses is perfect. You know, lips, everything lips." And then, you know, your name is Juicy, so that flows into what it is, and, you know, that's going to resemble your product. So that's actually how the name came about. I'm not going to lie, I had a whole bunch of other names in mind. And I also didn't want it to be too cliche. So in America, you always have to register things under LLCs and make sure you do it. So when you put it into the business account, you have to make sure your name don't pop up. I knew for a fact, ain't nobody spelling Juicy in this.
No.
Period. So I locked it in either way, and I actually wanted to copyright it, but a lot goes into that, and hopefully I can get big enough to where I have to do that. But as for now, just the basic legal stuff.
Now, I know you were talking a bit earlier about your brand. Like, did you always know that you would be like an entrepreneur one day, or at least having your own business?
No, to be honest, I'm the type of person, I can come up with the craziest ideas, the most innovative idea. Like, I like to consider myself an innovative person. And to get on the field and do it, I don't like. I always said I wanted somebody else to do it for me. But all these things cost. You know, that's just me being lazy. I was like, can I just give you this and you do it for me? Like, no trust, you do it. So for me, it was that my dad has his own business, and I always told him I would never be able to run that because that's not what I enjoy. I enjoy healthcare. Like, throw me into healthcare and everything health related, then I'll do it. So that was like, well, do you want it? If you want it, nobody can do it like how you want it. So that's how I went into that as far as entrepreneurship is concerned.
I remember seeing the video that you posted when you actually launched it, and it was such an emotional video. It was like, that was a very emotional moment, and you were quite like vulnerable. So I really appreciate you for sharing that with the people, with you being such a private person. I just stepped this.
No, I definitely was, and I didn't know they were recording. Because prior to, they were asking me a lot of questions that I was avoiding, not only because I'm a private person, but I didn't have the answers to. And like I talked about it all, and I get so tired, but it's okay. And that's the thing about entrepreneurship. Like, you have to trust yourself. And the funny thing is, every single body at that table, we partnered together. So I didn't even know they were so knowledgeable. So that's what I say when you see you hang around people, crack the code. I'm very soft, so any little thing that moves me in any type of way, I will cry. I'm not because I'm sad, it's just like how I express myself, I guess.
Let's do a quick little plug-in right now. Where can we purchase these lovely lip items?
Okay, so right now we're e-commerce, so online at Juiseakisses, which is JUISEAKISSES.com. and you can find everything on there. If you have any questions, you can shoot us an email. The frequently asked questions is on there. Everything you can find is on the website. It's pretty simple to navigate through. So, and you guys can also follow us or link us on Instagram at Juiseakisses.
So I want you to tell us a bit about your audience or your customers. Like, what do you hope that they gain from using your products, or even from taking any one of your classes? Because I know sometimes you do makeup classes. What do you hope that they gain from that experience?
I definitely want people to take away the fact that you can look good, but in a healthy way. Because at the end of the day, we put a lot of stuff on, like products that are not good for our hair, just so we can look good, and then we come home and we struggle to probably take it off, etc. That's not what Juiceakisses is about. Like, you're gonna feel good, look good, take it off good. Everything's gonna be good from beginning to end. It's hypoallergenic and cruelty free. So it's perfect for people who are sensitive, which is me. And if I won't use it, I'm not selling it. So.
That's a great advice right there. Tip number one, if she's not using it, she's not going to sell it. So we appreciate you putting out products that you actually use yourself.
Important for me, for the clients, to feel comfortable leaving my class. So I would say comfortability and making sure that you got your money's worth, or you feel a little more confident. Confidence is another one.
If you give yourself back then any advice in regards to your makeup artistry or your lip line, what would it be?
Any advice? Whatever you put your mind to is accomplishable. You can do it. Even if you have to write it down on your mirror, wherever you walk through every day. Like my mom always tells me to write stuff down on my mirror. Remember to pray, smile today, be kind. These things. So that would be my advice. Whatever you set your mind to, just go for it. Even if it takes you 20 years, as long as you're moving towards it and you don't waste time, because life is time. That is it. So that would be my advice. Grouped up into everything else that we probably heard before. I'm not no inspirational speaker. Straight to the bone. Whatever you want to do, so go ahead and do it.
Of course. With that being said, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us for our first episode of Money Talk Beauty Walks. Don't forget to go to www.juiceakisses.com. I'm going to link the wording right here. I have the link right here. Click that. Make sure you purchase and support locals, support small business entrepreneurs. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All of you, and I look forward to servicing you in the future. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.